Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video, and I'm here with another DC Talk video, and I'm here to talk all things Justice League Dark. Yes, recently we got a whole bunch of really interesting news regarding the DCEU, and for the most part, if you don't realize what happened, there was this major leak that came out regarding the upcoming DCEU slate and/or changes and directors that are up for upcoming DC flicks. And for the most part, I didn't really feel it was necessary to talk about it because majority of the leaks felt very fan-fiction-y, but considering that, according to Variety, there was some very interesting connections between the current news and what was going on with the leaks, and also considering the fact that Warner Brothers now is at a point, now that they're past Suicide Squad, it's time to start announcing things and start telling what their game plan is for upcoming films. It was very interesting to hear all this stuff kind of come together. Now, for the big stuff, let's get right into it. Now, of course, according to Variety, Doug Liman, director of Edge of Tomorrow, which is an amazing film that you should definitely check out, is going to direct Justice League Dark, or as it's currently titled as Dark Universe. And for me personally, Justice League Dark was just one of those movie projects that was a part of this whole weird cinematic DC universe that I always felt was not going to happen, but something that I would like to see go down. And the fact that they're officially announcing that this is a movie that is going to production, and they got a director, a producer, and writers signed on to make this film, it kind of gives me some hope. And even though I've not really enjoyed myself with the DCEU, I can definitely say that now that we're in a point where Suicide Squad has introduced us and the DCEU the world of magic, I just feel like this is DC and Warner Brothers' opportunity to basically exploit and really, I guess, go all out in this magical, supernatural, paranormal, if you will, world that is Justice League Dark. So I feel like that's a huge plus. And Doug Liman, he was, according to the DCU slate leaks, fan leaks, or whatever you want to call them, essentially he was lined up or on the short list of directors for Man of Steel 2, and apparently he's not going to be directing Man of Steel 2, but he is going to direct Justice League Dark, which I'm okay with. I think he's a great director, and he was obviously originally supposed to direct Gambit, the newest Fox Marvel film, and let's be honest, that's obviously not going to happen. He's exited that fucking shitbox and entered a new shitbox, but hopefully this one turns out better, considering that that other fucking movie is in development hell. And if I could, like, I guess, hit two birds with one stone here, because I don't really want to make a separate video discussing Gambit. Overall, Doug Liman leaving Gambit, I feel like it's just another nail on the coffin of Gambit. I mean, come on, let's just be real here. I'm sorry for hardcore fans of Gambit, but let's be realistic and practical. This movie's not happening. I don't want it to happen, and a lot of people don't want it to happen. Every single director they sign up to get on this film leaves. It's just time to let it go. I'm sorry, Fox. Focus on Deadpool. Focus on rebooting your X-Men universe for the dozenth time. Focus on that, because we really don't care about a Gambit film. And for us who really do enjoy the idea of Channing Tatum playing Gambit, let him do it in a TV series. I feel like that's the superior route. If Channing Tatum is hearing our voices, because he is a, I guess, if you will, producer or creative consultant with the film, also starring in it, I just say, you should just do a TV show. I mean, like, Fox is now working with Marvel on TV shows. Fucking do a mini-series of Gambit. That's the route I would go, and I prefer to watch, because I'm not really interested in seeing a fucking big-budget, over-the-top movie solo story of Gambit. It just feels unnecessary to me. A mini-series, maybe like 6 to 8 episodes, I'd be down to watch that, but for the most part, an entire fucking movie, I feel like is a complete waste of time and money, but that's just my personal beliefs. But back to Justice League Dark. Overall, I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait to see this go down. Justice League Dark is an interesting film. If there's anything that bothers me is that it kind of feels like Justice League Dark isn't going to have any real connections to the script or story that Guillermo del Toro wrote a while back that I covered in my channel, which sucks. It's kind of like Phil Lord and Chris Miller all over. It's like Lord and Miller all over again. It's like they wrote Flash, they got the fuck out of there to be in Star Wars world, which sucks, but because I rather prefer them to do The Flash, and I kind of feel the same with Del Toro. I think he would have been a perfect choice to really headline this film, but it is what it is. Doug Liman is also really fucking great, so at the end of the day, it is pretty much a win-win, but I would have liked to have seen what story he wrote, or maybe like whatever kind of story points he made, will float over to this film. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. It was definitely the Kickstarter for this project, so regardless, you have to thank Del Toro for at least opening the idea of a Justice League Dark film. So overall, that's been pretty much the news, my personal thoughts on it. They also have a cast that's kind of in there. They got, you know, John Constantine, Satana, Deadman, Swamp Thing, you know, the Demon. They got a whole bunch of fucking interesting characters as the main team for the film. The story overall is under wraps, of course. It's not fully developed, so they're not going to reveal everything. But overall, Justice League Dark is happening. Will it be part of the DCEU or be its own standalone thing? I feel like they should probably do what Dwayne Johnson's doing with Shazam. It's like, let it be connected, but at the same time, keep it a standalone thing. Like, I don't really need, like, Superman and Batman cameos or references in Justice League Dark. Just, like, set it in the universe and just go all out. You introduce magic with Enchantress, you know, probably a little too soon. Let's be fucking real here. But you did it. Go all out with fucking Satana and John Constantine. I mean, like, I've been wanting more John Constantine ever since the end of the Constantine TV show, and I fucking want to see a cinematic Satana. So overall, I'm pretty much stoked. Hopefully it's awesome. Hopefully it doesn't suck like previous films, but we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. What are your personal thoughts on Doug Liman leaving Gambit and going over to DC, and what do you think about him directing Justice League Dark? Let me know your personal thoughts on that in the comment section below. With that being said and done, shameless plug time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jock12. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Jock12.